Hello friends, this is Alvaro Montiel, mortgage broker with Edge Home Finance, coming to you with another interesting program that I wanted to give you the information. This program allows you to buy your dream home without the need to verify income or employment. This allows you to qualify for any home that you might have an interest in, as long as you have a good down payment, you have good credit, and you have some reserves. So let's get into the details of this program. This is a private bank that has this program. So basically here what we're using is just your assets to qualify you for the loan, and then your credit as well. You can basically qualify with a 720 FICO score or higher, and you have the option to come in with 20% down. The bank is going to require 9 months of reserves of that future PITI payment, which is principal and interest, taxes and insurance. Or if you have a much lower score, but it's at least 680, you can qualify coming in with 25% down payment and only 6 months of reserves. Again, this is on a primary home purchase only, and this is only for single family townhomes. This does not do multi-homes. And if you're interested in a condo, it might require a higher down payment no matter what the credit score is. This is a very quick and fast approval due to the fact that you're just basically sending copies of your IDs, your social security, and your bank statements. Again, we're not verifying employment. We're not verifying income. We don't care about your debt to income ratios. If you have 2-3 cars, obviously through the business, we don't care about any of those things. We just want to make sure that your credit is solid, that you have a good track record of paying on time, and that you have the reserves to come in with a 20 to 25% down payment. The amounts go up to the 2 million, so it gives you a big option for different properties you might be interested in. Again, the minimum requirements are 20% down with 720, 25% down with 680. It does have a little bit higher rates, obviously, because the bank is taking a bigger risk on this loan. So expect the rate to be a little bit higher. The good news is that you can refinance out of this loan if that's something that you're interested in within 12 months. So let's say that in 2 years or a year, you're going to have your 2 years of self-employment income. That's going to allow you to qualify for a traditional loan via Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or FHA. In that essence, you could buy now and obviously refinance for a much lower payment later down the road. But you have the opportunity of buying at today's prices and not taking the risk that tomorrow, when the rates go down, that price goes up on your property, and now you can buy at a much lower interest rate, but now you're paying $25,000 or $50,000 for that same property that you would have paid if you bought today. As it stands today with the market, they're also giving a lot of incentives. Sellers are giving a lot of incentives for closing costs. That might not be there when the interest drops and there's a lot of demand for houses. See if it makes sense for you to stay rented 1 or 2 years, plus have 2 years of taxes, of high taxes that you might have to send a lot of money to the IRS. Most of the time it doesn't make sense, even if the rate is a little bit higher now. This program is not always available. It is available now, but if things change with the market and things start getting worse, they might take the program without notice from one day to the other. Again, this is especially perfect for those people in retirement age that have less of an income coming in, but might have some reserves through investments, or maybe they sold their primary home in the past, and then the only option that they have right now to purchase is to put, all the money into the house, basically pay cash for it because they don't qualify. Otherwise, this allows you to at least get a small loan and maybe put a down payment and then have this program cover the rest, and you still have the ability to buy. It's also good for people that do a lot of investments. Maybe you have some investment homes, have money coming in through rents. You do a lot of crypto, you do a lot of trades, but you don't put all that money in your taxes. You still have plenty of money coming in. You have assets. Obviously, you can put the down payment. This is a great program for you. Or self-employment individuals that might be starting a new business. The business is going great. You're able to get that 20-25% down payment plus reserves, and you don't want to wait the 2 years for you to qualify on a traditional loan. And also those people that might, for one reason or another, might not want to disclose who they work for or what they do for a living, but do have the down payment to move forward. The last point I would like to make is that you can also use this loan to do a cash out refinance on your property if it has a lot of equity. I just had a client that was going through a divorce. She didn't make a lot of income. She wanted to keep the house, but due to the the divorce, she had to pay the husband a nice chunk of money out of the property. She didn't qualify for regular traditional financing on a refinance, but through this program, she was able to give half of that new value to the husband and keep the property to herself. And, her kids and family didn't have to move. They were able to stay in the same area for their school with their friends. The divorce is stress enough to go through that. And now having to move your children to a different area just because you can't afford the home that you currently have been living all your life is very bad on the family. It's a lot of stress. So she was able to keep the house. She stayed happy with a monthly payment too. And she was able to stay using this program. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. We don't charge for the assessment, and see if this might be the option for you to buy. And again, you can refinance 12 months down the line if that's something that you're interested in. Thank you again for the view. And if you have any interest, or if you're a realtor that would like to learn more about these programs and other programs that I have through my network of banks, please reach out so that way we can start working together and help you close more loans. And if you're a client that needs more information, again, reach out and I'll be happy to give you a free consultation to see if this might work. Thank you again for the time. God bless, and see you on the next one.